Today we will take a look at the best camera for photography. If you want to find more information, check out links down below. 5. Canon EOS R7. The Canon EOS R7 is one of the best hobbyist cameras you can buy and also the sweet spot in the camera giant's EOS R range for amateur shooters. The EOS R7 has an APS-C sensor. While these can't gather as much light as the full-frame sensors seen in cameras like the Canon EOS R6, but they do bring a few benefits, including a smaller, lighter overall camera system and a lower price tag. Canon has combined elements from both its DSLR lineup and its existing EOS R series cameras to make the EOS R7 both portable and intuitive. The Canon EOS R7 is being heavily targeted towards wildlife and sports shooters, thanks to its high-quality autofocusing and burst shooting prowess. 4. OM System OM1. The OM1 is a small, fun, weatherproof camera that offers a compelling mix of old and new for all kinds of photographer. OM Digital Solutions claims the new TruePix X image processor is up to 3 times faster than the previous version used in the Olympus OM DEM1 Mark III, and we've seen the benefit in a number of shooting scenarios, including a twice as quick high-res shot computational mode. The stacked sensor also paves the way for improved image quality, especially in terms of low light performance and dynamic range. Combine the new sensor and overhauled AF system with the ever-impressive sensor-based image stabilization that is now rated up to 80V, and you have a compact camera that's perfectly suited to a variety of handheld shots. 3. Canon EOS R6. The Canon EOS R6 might be the mirrorless alternative to the very popular EOS 6D Mark II DSLR, but it's way more than just an upgrade. Its autofocus performance and image stabilization are best in class, while a blitzing burst speed makes it perfect for any sports or wildlife scenario. The R6 is wonderfully ergonomic for holding and using for long periods of time. And for those worried about the elements, the R6 is weather-sealed. The body resembles the older EOS R in most ways, but there are a few obvious differences, the main one being the return of the joystick multi-controller on the camera's rear. The touch bar on the rear panel of the EOS R was a sore point of contention amongst many users, and it's good to see that it's gone. 2. Fujifilm X-T4. The Fujifilm X-T4 is the best APS-C mirrorless camera you can buy right now. There's enough here to persuade both photographers and filmmakers over the X-T3, including the significantly improved battery life, in-body image stabilization, quieter shutter, and design tweaks that make a big difference to the handling. The Fujifilm X-T4 is a mirrorless camera with a split personality. On the outside it's all retro dials and analog chic, but inside it's packed with more advanced features than we've seen from any Fujifilm X-T camera so far. The X-T4's full metal body is weather-sealed and solid as a rock. With its new IBIS unit, the X-T4 is a fraction larger and heavier than the X-T3, but at 603 grams it's still much lighter compared to an enthusiast-level DSLR. There was a time that AF performance was a weakness of the Fujifilm system. That's certainly not the case with the X-T4, though you will need a more recent lens to make the most of its powers. 1. Sony A7 IV. The Sony A7 IV is the best hybrid mirrorless camera you can buy right now. A truly modern all-rounder that largely justifies its price tag, it packs class-leading autofocus, impressive image quality and powerful video features into one versatile body. The Sony A7 IV might look like a clone of its predecessor, but there are quite a few subtle upgrades that collectively make it a much more enjoyable camera to use. The Sony A7 IV isn't quite the game-changer that its predecessor was for full-frame mirrorless cameras, but its upgrades bring it close to the Canon EOS R6, which means it's a fine choice for everyone from wildlife shooters to wedding photographers. The key to these performance boosts is the Bionz XR processor, which is the same as the one in the Sony A1. This makes it significantly slower than the Canon EOS R6, which can hit top speeds of 20 fps when you use its electronic shutter. But the A7 IV's autofocus speeds and buffer do a lot to compensate for this.